The Detroit Lions have a not so secret key to success. And when we look at this roster, it is so obvious how much more talent there is now than there was 3, 4, 5, or even in the last, honestly, 25 years. This talent is stacked. The roster is stacked from top to bottom. And what we are seeing through this is basically a complete change in the way the organization is run, whether it's from the ownership to the GM to the coaches to the assistant coaches. This team is simply built different. And to show you what I'm talking about, the Pro Bowl list just came out. And as you may or may not know, but the Detroit Lions have 5 players who have been named to the Pro Bowl. This is more than any time I can ever remember. And 7 listed as alternates. Now, I understand that there's a big difference, and we're going to talk in this video about the massive difference between being named to the Pro Bowl as a first-team Pro Bowler and being listed as an alternate or making the team after how do I want to put this? After other players can't because they're either going to the Super Bowl or because they just don't want to go or because they're injured or whatever that looks like. So they've had 5 players that have been named. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this article from Pride of Detroit. We're going to read who the players are. We're going to talk about one glaring omission. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the alternates as well. But I think first we just need to give a huge shout out to Brad Holmes for finding the talent, because there are a couple themes in this that are just crazy to me. So stay tuned for those. So your 5 players that have been named to the Pro Bowl, we'll start with 4, and we'll start with the offensive side of things. First is Sam Laporta. This is unheard of. I want to be clear on this for a tight end. Laporta has 860 receiving yards. He has, I believe it's 81 receptions. It doesn't say in here, which is 1 away from breaking the all-time rookie record for receptions. He's not going, for a tight end, he's not going to break, what is it? Is it Ditka, I believe? Yeah, he's not going to break Ditka's record for receiving yards, but there is an argument to be made. In fact, honestly, I don't even think it's an argument that Sam Laporta is not only producing at an extremely high level for a rookie tight end, there's an argument to be made. He is the best rookie tight end to ever play NFL football. And because of that, he has been nominated to the Pro Bowl. Unheard of as a tight end. Next, you have Frank Ragnow, absolutely deserving. He's PFF's top graded center at 87.7, but he's done it with several injuries. When I look at Frank Ragnow, I think about a guy who had meniscus surgery. I believe it was it meniscus it was something on his knee. All right. In December, he had surgery on his knee. He missed a game. And then he came back. He's had back problems. He's had calf problems. This is a guy who's consistently hurt, but also has consistently played through it. Then you have another guy who might be an even better lineman, and that's Penei Sewell. This is his 2nd straight Pro Bowl nod. I want to say he's the only one who made the Pro Bowl last year. That's the kind of difference that we're looking at when we're talking about the Detroit Lions team here. 91.4 PFF grade. Just 1 sack all season. It's been nuts. It's his 3rd year. It's his 4th year, and he has just been playing crazy. All right, now let's move over to the defensive side of the ball. Aiden Hutchinson made it as a straight Pro Bowler, and you might be thinking, up until the Dallas game, it felt like he wasn't getting home with the quarterback. But here's the truth with Aiden Hutchinson. He has 9.5 sacks this season, which ties him for what he got last year, his rookie year. His 93 total pressures, all right, according to PFF, which is where I like to look for things. This isn't a secret. All right, ranks 3rd in the NFL. All right, his 93 total pressures rank 3rd in the NFL. All right, and it was up from 53 last year. He's getting to the quarterback. He's pressuring the quarterback at almost double the rate. All right, he has 47 tackles. He has 11 tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and an interception. The dude does it all. And when a team decides not to double team him, like the Dallas Cowboys did, he was all over the quarterback. It didn't matter if he was going against one of the best left tackles in all of football over the last decade. He still got to the quarterback. All right. And then we have an interesting one. We have a special teamer that made the list. All right. Jalen Reeves-Maybin made the Pro Bowl. He leads the NFL in special teams tackles. He's been a phenomenal special teams player. It's why we brought him back. But he also is playing a little bit. He's playing a little bit just straight on the defense. He did not make it because of the way he was playing on defense. I can promise you that one. All right. But he made it because of his special teams. So we also now have 7 players listed as alternates. All right. 5 Pro Bowlers, by the way, it says are the most the Lions have had since 2014. I said the most I can remember in ever. All right. 7 listed as alternates, including 2 that are top alternates. In other words, if there's an injury, this is the first person to get in. Jahmyr Gibbs. All right. First team alternate. What is going on? And why is Amon-Ra St. Brown why is he not just a straight Pro Bowl player? So I want to pull this up for you, and we can go ahead and we can look at the rosters that are here. All right, because here's what I don't understand. The wide receivers that made it ahead of him. A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua. All right, I know wide receiver is a stacked position, and it's very hard to make it if you're a wide receiver. Like, look, I understand that, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that it's bad. I get A.J. Brown. I get Mike Evans. I get CeeDee Lamb. Puka Nacua has been good. Okay? He's been good. He has been remarkable for being what? An undrafted rookie? He has not been better than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Don't give me that. Don't even start with that. It kind of shows how hard it is to make it to the Pro Bowl, though. It really does. It shows kind of how just truly how difficult it is. So he is the first alternate. In other words, he's wide receiver number 5. If any of these guys don't make it, all right, he will be going, all right? And that is just, I don't necessarily understand it, if I can be completely honest. So, whatever. I do think that was a snub. But anyways, let's go back to what we were talking about. So our first team, your second alternate is Jared Goff. In other words, if 2 quarterbacks are out, Jared Goff will be in. David Montgomery is a 4th team alternate. Jonah Jackson's a 3rd. Alex Anzalone's a 5th. And Khalif Raymond as a punt returner is a 4th. These guys very likely will not be actually heading to the Pro Bowl. It just is unlikely that it'll happen. I don't think that anybody else was honestly like put in a bad position. When you look at the guards, Landon Dickerson, Chris Lindstrom, Zach Martin, they're all very good. I think Jonah Jackson has had, honestly, a poor year, so I don't even understand necessarily why he's listed as a 3rd alternate, and he was the one who made it to the Pro Bowl last year as an alternate. So, anyways, the secret to success is clear. The team's more talented. The team's well coached. But here's the thing that I found so interesting. All right, let me list our 5 Pro Bowlers. Our 4 Pro Bowlers not because of special teams. Sam Laporta, Frank Ragnow, Penei Sewell, Aiden Hutchinson. All right, you also have Jalen Reeves-Maybin on special teams. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown as a first-team alternate. You have Jahmyr Gibbs as a first-team alternate. When you look at Laporta, when you look at Penei Sewell, when you look at Hutch, when you look at St. Brown, when you look at Gibbs, all of them are on their rookie contracts. And by rookie, I mean like their first contract. That's nuts. All right, hope you enjoy it. So much talent, a lot of good things to come for this team. We got a guy who knows how to draft. He will continue to be able to draft. So excited for what the future brings for this team and so excited for the right now. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.